Pretty slow out of the blocks, unfortunately. We went 15-4 down, but with a few tweaks and a little bit of advice in our team talk, we managed to claw it back through the game, managed to get it within 4 in the last quarter. However, their experience and the telling of them being top of the league prevailed really, and they just managed to extend that to a 10-goal lead. But brilliant play throughout the court.
So in terms of the league itself, before we start recording, you were saying it's quite a difficult one, and you've been in charge of this side for 4 years now. Overall, over these 4 years, what have you made of it? Have you seen improvements?
Yeah, so what we try to do within this league as well is we've got obviously a really good junior setup, and we try to bring our junior players through. So my job really within the Northwest Prem structure is to blood our youngsters through and welcome them kind of into a senior netball, which is very, very different to juniors, which allows us to be competitive through each game, but also be able to retain our position in the league as well.
And of course, you've had some success stories there. People have gone on to Manchester Thunder. Within this team itself, do you see any of the players progressing to that level?
Yeah, so we've got a few people within the academy setups now, and it's really, really good that individually they have that willingness and that drive and that enthusiasm to be able to do it. And luckily this year, not just Thunder, we've got people in other franchises around the country, which obviously allows them to bring different skills from around the country. So for example, Seven Stars and Loughborough Lightning, so they're able to bring different kind of skill sets that different regions offer to our netball as well. So hopefully they'll be able to go on to bigger and better things.
So in terms of training, are you open for new trialists, even if they're at other clubs at the moment? Can they come and get involved with it?
Yeah, absolutely. We've had some really, really good interest and new interest this year following holding trials in summer, but we're always very willing to welcome girls, and that's not just at this elite level, that's throughout kind of juniors and our evening league setups as well.
And of course the sport itself's had quite a lot of publicity over recent years. It's on Sky Sports. Do you think that's helping it grow from young age even into the seniors as well?
Yeah, I think it's massive. The growth of netball probably since the Commonwealth Gold in 2018 over in Australia. Obviously it's come on leaps and bounds, and we've even seen that over there's now men's netball and mixed netball, and we're trying to blood ourselves in through them as well. We have a lot of friendlies against the men, whether it's the Yorkshire team or the Manchester team, which is really good because the men are just so skillful and can do things that the women aren't capable of doing. Very, very athletic, but also recently we've seen a men's international game on Sky Sports, so not only for women's sport but for the men's team as well. We're trying to catch up with the likes of Australia and New Zealand
so
too.
Just to follow up on that, do you think there could be a big opportunity for men to get involved in the game?
Hopefully, yeah, and I think you're seeing a lot more like mixed tournaments and things like that, and obviously they've had the rise of the mixed and men's netball association that's been going on for a few years now, and I think we'll probably see links with probably franchises and clubs more often now as well. Yeah,
brilliant stuff. Just finally, I know that Tameside's run by a band of volunteers, yourself included. We had Jane Chisnall, her efforts were rewarded. I know I've been banging on about this for a few weeks now, but it's good to see that people's hard work is rewarded in this way, because clubs like Tameside wouldn't exist without these volunteers.
No, absolutely not. And I think sometimes what you don't see is the behind the scene action, and it does take a lot. We've been fortunate enough recently to have a massive sponsorship for all new kit for the club. With developing the sport, as we've just spoken about, things like kit and the aesthetic side of netball as well also has to develop, but that doesn't come cheap obviously in the current climate as well, so we've been really, really fortunate with that. But no, the volunteers, every coach, every volunteer, whether it's like an admin volunteer or coaching staff, we wouldn't be able to do it without it, and that's obviously been historically down to Paul Harper, who's now retired from the club, but obviously the skills that he's instilled in other people to carry on what he started.
Yeah, a bit of a legacy then. Just very quickly, obviously we're coming up to Christmas. Does that mark a break in action for yourselves?
Only a week or two in line with the venues shutting, really, because obviously we use a lot of school venues, but we tell the girls to stay off the mince pies. They can have the Christmas lunch, but not many mince pies, a bit of chocolate on Christmas morning, but that's it, and then we're straight back into the action. I think we've got fixtures the first weekend, the 8th and 9th maybe of January, so straight back into it.
Action then. Cheers, Laura.